I thought I would choose a somewhat subtle and understated form of transportation to launch our story today. It's a story with two unique chapters to it. The first one is a really cool, beautiful 27-hole golf course. And the other part of the story is a family camp that dates all the way back to 1948. In the moments ahead, we're taking you on an adventure to visit Mystic Creek Golf Course and a place called Camp Dearborn. And as soon as I get my old buddy back to shore here, we'll get things underway. Just give me a minute or two.
Welcome to Michigan Golf Live Television, shining the spotlight on the best places to play, stay, and celebrate the greatest game on earth. MGL TV takes you from legendary courses close to home to bucket list destinations around the world. If it has great golf, stunning scenery, incredible food, and unforgettable experiences off the course, we're there. Stay connected to Michigan Golf Live 24/7 on Facebook, X, Instagram, and our YouTube channel, and be sure to visit the all-new MGLTV.com. At Michigan Golf Live, we talk golf all the time. And now, here's your host, Bill Hobson.
Hello friends, Bill Hobson here, and welcome into the show. And yes, we are a golf show, even though the current situation might indicate otherwise. Today, we've got such a cool story to share with you. 27 holes of golf at a place called Mystic Creek Golf Course. And then we'll explore the dynamics of a stay and play possibility for your golf group and your family at this really cool place called Camp Dearborn that was founded back in 1948. It's extremely popular with campers and with families, and perhaps by the time today's show ends, it will become extremely popular with golfers as well. But as we always do, we're going to start things off on the golf course at Mystic Creek on the first of their 3 nines called the Meadows. We're going to start things out on the Meadows with Trent Smith, who is the Director of Golf and the PGA professional here. So the characteristics of the Meadows, how would you sum up just the 9 as a whole before we get into specific hole descriptions?
Okay, it's pretty rolly, pretty open, probably the most playable course of the 3, though they're all comparable.
So you're saying if I'm going to score well, I better get off to a good start on the Meadows?
Yeah, so I mean the first probably 5 holes of the Meadows are gettable. Then it gets a little more difficult.
So we're on the first tee. Beautiful little downhill par 3, not terribly long, pretty good warm-up hole, probably a wedge depending on the tees that you're going to play. Where do I have to put this thing, and what challenges wait for me on the green?
So we've got the tees that we're playing from, it's about 125 yards. So short of the green is a bunker. To the right, short is some water, and then left is our natural areas, so obviously you don't want to go left or long. But club selection is a premium on this hole just based on the elevation. Number 2, on the left side, it's sloped down to the right, and it's kind of a dog leg, plays for a cut, hopefully. If you play it a little bit left, it'll kick off the hill and be rated about probably about the 100, 110 yardage.
Now I stand on the tee box of the 3rd hole here on the Meadows, and I realize driver is essential. This hole is long.
555 yard par 5. Elevated tee. It's a demanding driving hole. You know, try to favor the right side a little bit. You know, keep yourself away from the trouble. But probably about 250 is perfect. Hopefully maybe the right side of the fairway for you.
So we go from a really long par 5 to a beautiful par 3 4th hole. Take us through the strategy.
Yeah, so it's about 150 yard par 3 with Mystic Creek going right through the middle of that hole. Elevated tee again. Green slopes a little from right to left, so you know I would say it's one of our scenic holes.
And through just the first few holes, we're reminded that the just general topography of this area is beautiful. It's probably unexpectedly hilly in Milford.
Yeah, there's really nothing around in southeast Michigan that the elevation and the scenery that they have at Mystic Creek.
Standing on 5T, I've got less than driver in my hands, but I'm guessing a lot of your guests will take driver and try to go for this kind of shortish par 4.
Yeah, it's about 300 yards, so definitely risk reward. It's a fun little hole. I like to lay up to about 100, you know, and then attack it from there. But pretty deep green, slopes a little left to right. You'll see the fescue on the hillside. Beautiful little hole.
Okay, that sixth tee presents the start of a bit more imposing stretch. What's the challenge of number 6?
Well, I mean, it's tight, it's long. We've got water out about 250, so definitely want to lay up, which puts you back about 200 yards for your approach shot. So it's, I would say on the Meadows course, number 6 is the most challenging.
So it kind of negates the advantage of a really long hitter. They're going to have to lay up either way.
There is some areas, if you can go down the middle and hug the tree line, you can get over the cart path out there, over like 250, but not advisable.
You were not kidding about number 6. That is a stout challenge, and as we stand here on 7, it looks like the home stretch is going to be pretty challenging as well.
Yeah, I said 1 through 5 is gettable. Now we're into the stretch. 7th tee here is a demanding tee ball. You've got bunkers on the right. You've got some trees on the left, and you have to lay up short because there's a gully, and then you're still probably going to be about 160 in, 150 in for your approach shot. But when you hit your approach shot, you've got to really dial in your distance because the green is very shallow from front to back.
And we've played on some pretty good-sized greens to this point, so this one gets a little bit more precision-oriented.
Yes, absolutely.
As is number 8, right?
8 gives you a little breathing room. There's bunkers down the right side. There's water down the left. So I mean, it's still challenging, but it's not as tough as 6 or 7. You have to play an extra club into that green because it is elevated a little bit. You don't really notice it. Meadows number 9, which is cool about Mystic Creek, every 9th hole coming back to the clubhouse is a par 5. But that particular hole, number 9 Meadows, it plays all uphill. It's only about 500 yards, but it plays a lot longer than that. T-ball is very demanding as usual, and then elevated green, probably 40 feet to get up to your approach shot. You can get it in 2, but the smart play is to play up to about 100 yards and then dial in your distance.
The Meadows 9 is really fun, especially because of the soft entry point, but then you better be warmed up by the time you hit the home stretch.
Yeah, so I mean, it's probably the most playable, but it's still challenging. But our rotation, the way that it works is Meadows to lakes, and a lot of people like that rotation because it warms them up for the lakes, and we'll see that later.
We will, just like he said, we'll see the lakes a little bit later on in the program. We've got 27 holes at Mystic Creek. We'll continue the golf part of that tour in just a few moments. So you've had your appetite whet just a little bit by seeing the first 9 holes of the Meadows. Now let me plant another seed in your mind, because this chalet, along with multiple other lodging options, are located right next door to the golf course. It's Camp Dearborn, which dates back to 1948. Now imagine this chalet where you could bring in a couple of foursomes, everybody can stay in one spot, have full access to everything in Camp Dearborn, and be within a few steps of the golf course. That's one of the options for your group when you come to visit Mystic Creek and Camp Dearborn. Can you walk us through the stay and play world here?
Sure, absolutely. We have a number of different options. The one we're standing at right now is the chalet, which comfortably will host about 8 golfers. Full kitchen, grill, 6-burner stove, big refrigerator. So if you want to come and grill outside, if you want to eat here, it's great. We have Murphy beds, we have a master suite, 2 full tiled restrooms, really nice restrooms. So that's one really good option.
And this whole place was recently renovated, right? It's brand new inside.
Yep, a little over a year ago. Full renovation, nice laminate floors. The kitchen is beautiful. It's kind of a custom build. You got the master suite, you got a loft. Really good option for a group of 8. And you're literally about 200 yards from the golf course. So it's a really convenient option.
And if I understand correctly, no matter where you stay in Camp Dearborn, you have access to all of the amenities in there, right?
Yep, you have access to the public beach. If you're a camper, you have access to everything. If you come in on a day pass for the public beach, you can still go and do the paddle boats. You can still do the adventure golf. It's kind of our version of putt-putt golf. So there's a lot of different options. Fishing, swimming, beach time. A lot of great options here at Camp Dearborn.
So if the chalet isn't the choice for my group, what are some of the other options?
So we have resort cabins that have a full bathroom, shower, a queen-size bed, 2 bunk beds. So if you had a group of 4, probably 2 guys in each cabin. We have full hookup sites for RVs. We have electric sites if you wanted to pitch a tent and camp. A lot of different options for people to stay and play golf.
You know, there have been so many generations of families that have come to Camp Dearborn. This may be the first time some of them are hearing about this opportunity to stay here and play golf.
Absolutely. Coming up on 80 years in 2028. So initially opened, it was opened for Dearborn residents, and now it's open to the public. And as we discussed, a lot of different stay options. Beautiful championship golf course that's, you know, I think it kind of has a nice up north feel to it.
We are just getting started with our visit to Mystic Creek and Camp Dearborn. You've seen the first 9 holes, the Meadows. When we come back, we'll tee it up on the gorgeous Lakes course and continue filling in the blanks about what makes this combination of Mystic Creek and Camp Dearborn so special. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to head into my chalet and whip up a little snack. We'll see you in just a couple minutes. Welcome back into the show as we take you on a tour of the beautiful 27 holes at Mystic Creek, which is located right next door to Camp Dearborn, where families from all over are celebrating their annual traditions at this really cool camp and taking advantage of a perfect summer day in this heated pool. We'll get back to more of the Camp Dearborn story in the moments ahead, but for now, let's head over to the gorgeous Lakes course and the first tee. It is a stunningly perfect morning for the second 9 in our visit here at Mystic Creek. We showed you the Meadows a few minutes earlier, and now the natural flow is to go from Meadows to Lakes. Trent Smith joins me again because we have a beautiful 9 to showcase here, starting right off with Lakes number 1.
The Lakes course in general, either people love it or they hate it.
Because there's lakes everywhere.
Because there's lakes everywhere. It's a very hungry course if you're crooked. You know, starting out with hole number 1, it's a very demanding tee ball. You got to hit it to a certain distance, and then you got to carry it over the water to a generous green. But it's a challenging hole, daunting to start the first hole of Lakes.
Okay, so we make birdie on 1, then we head over to 2, which looks like it might stretch across multiple counties.
Yes, very, very long hole. Can stretch out to 600 yards. Fairway bunkers, very generous, wide fairways for your tee ball. But, you know, if you hit it crooked, you're going to find the water. 3-shot hole, approaching the greenside bunkers, undulated green, but very fair.
Standing out here, hearing nothing but birds chirping and the sounds of nature. This is such a serene golf course.
Yeah, I mean, we're secluded, we're lucky, you know, without residents and any other too much noise. And yeah, you come out to Mystic Creek and you have a nice peaceful round of golf.
We step onto number 3 tee, and the instinct is to grab driver automatically, and I guess that's okay, but you kind of need to be accurate on 3, right?
Yes, you do. It's a very demanding position off the tee for attacking this hole. But yeah, you may want to be smart and lay up to a yardage. There are some bunkers and some water here to the left of this green, so yeah, it's a demanding hole, but you know, if you hit a good shot into it, you got a good chance for bird.
Now on Lakes number 5, on the tee box, you've got some choices to make here. How do you advise our viewers when they come play Lakes?
Well, it's got 2 fairways, an upper and a lower. On the left side is what I recommend because the green opens up a lot more and you can attack. If you're on the bottom side, it's pretty shallow from front to back. But best angle of attack is play down the left side.
I should also mention that Trent somehow has managed to arrange a stunt double to hit shots for him. So
yes,
we've got a guy famously known as Johnny V.
Yeah, John Van Valera, and he's a starter for me, and he's a great guy, and he's hitting some decent shots.
Did you tell him he's not supposed to beat the host?
Well, you know, I didn't mention that piece.
We move over to number 6. A beautiful par 3 and a long par 3.
Yeah, the par 3s on the Lakes course are very difficult. Hole number 6 is another all carry because of water this time, not elevation, but guarded green by bunkers on the right, and then there's no room for error.
From the back tees on number 6, you could be looking at 240 to 250 on the par 3.
And then today we've got the the wind blowing out of the north, so it's not giving us any help either.
Okay, so if we can make a 3-on-6, we're pretty happy.
Oh, absolutely.
Just get out and run to the next tee.
Maybe even 4.
Now we stand on number 7 tee, and it is one of the most beautiful holes that I have seen on the property to this point in the program, and also has a little bit of challenge to it.
Yeah, this is a very difficult hole. Try to bite off as much as you can chew, or else you're going to be in the water. Picking your, some local knowledge for sure on a sight line, but beautiful golf hole.
And for those of you wondering, from the blue tees, it's roughly 290 to carry the water here. So you are most likely going to need to grab something to lay up and set up a flip wedge in. Now take us over to number 8 tee.
Okay, so number 8 is our signature hole of the property. We sit up, about 70 feet above the fairway, about 185-yard carry to get to the fairway. It's a relatively short hole, so you'll have a mid to short iron in to another guarded green, but everything's very fair on this course, as long as you're hitting it straight.
As long as you're not splashing down. You taught us earlier in the show that all 3 nines end with a par 5, so take us through the 9th hole on the Lakes course.
So Lakes 9 is a par 5, kind of dog legs to the left from the tee, and then kind of comes back to the right up to the green. Second shot's a little bit more demanding, and then coming into a big green as well for hopefully a birdie putt.
Well, I can't say enough good things about this Lakes 9. It is so beautiful visually. It's playable, it's just visually intimidating. So you do have to hit it straight, but if you do that, it's scoreable.
This course, I think, is the best scoreable 9 on the property if you're hitting it.
All right, so John's going to continue playing the role of Trent when we see the Woods course a little bit later on. But for now, you've seen the Meadows and the Lakes. Now we're going to take you right over to Camp Dearborn for a little more flavor of what makes this such a special destination.
Camp Dearborn is a very special place. It's almost 80 years old. It is a campground that focuses on the family and families of generations that have been coming here for year after years. My mother started coming here back in the 50s, and she brought me in the 70s, and now my daughter has been coming out here in the 2000s. So that's just an example of generational folks that have been coming year after year.
Let's talk primarily to our audience of golfers.
Okay.
Why would Camp Dearborn appeal to a golf audience?
Well, it's 626 acres in Milford Township. You have 27-hole championship golf course. You have a variety of different accommodations to stay in for the camping perspective, from the chalet, which accommodates anywhere from 8 to 12 people. We have our resort cabins, our green cabins, our rustic cabins, and tents, as well as RV hookups. So for a golfer, it'd be accommodating for the fact that you're right on property. You have 27 holes of golf that you can have. You have 2 beaches to enjoy. You have a pool, disc golf if you like that, and a variety of different activities for the family. Why folks be out there golfing, family could be doing other things on the property. We have different activities that are planned, anywhere from a putting contest at our Adventure Golf to paddle boat races on the paddle boats, to kickball, dodgeball, a variety of different things to do during the day, on top of a pool, heated pool, and 2 beaches, and a lot of fishing too. A lot of folks like to fish out here. We have some really good sized bass and some walleye in these lakes, and there's a lot to do, a lot to offer.
So now you've seen 18 of the 27 holes at Misty Creek, and you've learned a good portion of the story of Camp Dearborn and what makes it a very unique tie-in and a potential stay-and-play opportunity for whatever your golf group consists of. I think we've earned a little dessert break, don't you? So I'm going to polish this off. When we come back, we'll take a look at the final 9 holes at Misty Creek called the Woods. Welcome back into the show as we continue our exploration of Mystic Creek Golf Course and Camp Dearborn in Milford. Now, if you've been watching for the past several minutes, you know that to this point in the program, I've made like maybe 1 or 2 putts on camera. So we're going to take just a moment, work on our putting game here on the Michigan Adventure course, which is included with all guest stays here at Camp Dearborn. And after I make this putt with the world's second shortest putter, we will head right back to the golf course at Mystic Creek. Here we go. Gonna need a good kick off the rocks. Oh, all right, I missed it by a foot. We'll take that. That's better than many of my other efforts. So let me change out of my casual gear, head back to the golf course as we continue touring Mystic Creek. We have 9 holes left in our visit at Mystic Creek and Trent. I'm slow, but I get there eventually. The first 9 was the Meadows, and it played into a little more open areas, kind of like the Meadows. And then there was the Lakes 9, which played all around water. So I'm gonna guess the Woods 9 has something to do with tree-lined precision golf.
Yes. Woods course is precision target. We have some dog legs out here. Not that there's any forced carries or anything like that, but you know, you got to hit it to spots. This is a course that you're not going to overpower, and you need to select the right club, make sure that you're within your yardage.
So we stand on that first tee, and you can't really see the entire hole. What is our strategy?
Okay, so the first hole, Woods, it's a slight dog leg to the left. You can't see the green from the tee. Favor the left side, everything kind of funnels back towards the center of the fairway. The green is guarded with a couple bunkers on right and left. You know, hopefully we get it on the green for that birdie putt.
We come up to number 2, which is a medium length par 3, right in that 170-ish, 160-ish range, to maybe the deepest green of the 27 holes here. I don't know, I haven't paced it off, but it feels that way.
We were at the blue tee. The yardage said 171, and the pin was at 151. So I mean, the depth of the green is quite a bit for a par 3. A lot of different pin spots. A lot of slope from back to front as well, as we witnessed. A good challenge.
Step up on that tee box for number 3, and it looks pretty imposing. There's a pretty good challenge on 3.
There's Mystic Creek that goes across that hole. So if you hit a good drive, you could reach that creek. So, you know, the long hitters, they may want to lay up with maybe a 3-wood or something like that. Elevated to the green, probably best to lay up to, you know, hopefully probably about 100 yards, and then attack from there. Probably the smallest green on the course, but it's severely sloped from back to front.
I got a little close on my approach shot, so I couldn't really see where the flag was positioned from down in front of that hill, so you're absolutely right. The 7th hole on the Woods is a true par 3. You mentioned earlier that the par 3s throughout the course are pretty stout. This one at about 200 yards from where we were is going to get your attention.
You played blue tees, that was about, I think, 193, and from front of green to back, it's probably 4 clubs. It's a really large green. We had it all the way back. Another scenic up north feel hole, absolutely gorgeous par 3.
Number 8 is also in that category of being beautiful, from the tee shot around the corner and certainly to the second shot down to that green that's, I don't know, 30 to 40 feet below your surface of the fairway.
It's downhill, so it's probably 1 club less. To a 2-tiered green. The back of the green is quite a bit higher, than it funnels down into a lower part of the green. But another challenging putting green.
And then a par 5, as always, it brings us home.
I think probably the best par 5 on the course is number 9, Woods. Slight dog leg to the left, and then it comes back. It's got to have some big oak trees in well-positioned areas that you have to avoid to attack the green. And the green is severely sloped towards the Lakes course. So it's challenging, but beautiful holes closing in on the Woods.
And as you have been watching this Mystic Creek course tour for the last 30 or so minutes, if this has looked beautiful to you, and it is, a tip of the cap goes to James Dooling, the legendary Jim Dooling, a member of the Michigan Golf Hall of Fame. He designed all this. It used to be his place, and he did a fantastic job in just carving this beautiful layout through some wonderful terrain. As we wind down our time here visiting Mystic Creek and Camp Dearborn, I think there are 3 things we can all agree on. Number 1, probably roughly 28 minutes ago, you had no idea how beautiful the 27 holes are at Mystic Creek. That is a fantastic golf course. Point number 2, Camp Dearborn has a lot of potential to it for stay and play packages. Maybe your golf group comes down and hangs out in the chalet for a while, or one of the other lodging options, and takes part in the other activities Camp Dearborn offers. Number 3, I think we can all agree that there's really no proper way to make a s'more unless the marshmallows are fully engulfed in flames, right? I knew you'd see it my way. So I hope you have the chance somewhere down the road to tee it up at Misty Creek and maybe even hang out at Camp Dearborn for a while with your golf buddies or maybe the entire family. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to put this s'more officially together and make it officially disappear. We'll see you down the road.